the wrestling fandom. We are one short day away from the most regal and fierce competition over large plated belts. This is the Clash of the Champions prediction show.
Word redacted.
Good job, jolly old Saint Nicholas.
I still just love that they're trying to sell this pay-per-view like all the titles are on the line. Guess what? Backlash did that too.
Guess what? All the pay-per-views usually do that. Like, sometimes, like, I don't remember, it was something earlier this year or last year where, like, the tag titles and the women's title weren't on the line for, like, one pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think it was Battleground or something like that.
Yeah, but it's like, guess what? That happens, like, once a year when, like, not all the titles are on the line at a goddamn pay-per-view.
Yeah.
The only thing that made, like, Night of Champions special was because, like, back when Night of Champions was a thing, initially...
It was a
like,
dual brand.
Yeah, it was like, well, it was fucking a 3-brand show.
Yeah.
Because they had the ECW title on there, too.
Yep.
Like, it was like every brand, every title of every brand was on the line.
So...
Now it's just the Raw Championships.
Yeah.
There's so, it's half of WWE's championships are on the line, so they even have to throw in, like, 3 matches that don't have belts involved.
And only one of them technically has belts involved because Cesaro and Sheamus are battling for a championship match.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line. Let's just get into it.
Yeah, absolutely. We got the pre-show
Pre-show, ladies.
Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
Who are you picking?
Nia Jax. Alicia's gonna have a good fight because on Raw she just got blasted through the barricade. But she's not gonna be successful.
Yeah. Who's Thomas pick?
He's also going for Nia Jax.
Well, then I'm gonna have to round things out with a Nia Jax vote myself because
Alrighty then.
It's just too early for a big
Yeah.
loss for Nia
Like,
Jax. Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset because we did see Nia Jax be pretty dominant on NXT as well. And then, I mean, just the fact that the only, like, actual person she's faced on Raw has been Alicia Fox, I feel like she needs an actual win over Alicia Fox and then have Alicia come back with help or just fucking, like, loony bin Alicia Fox just starts...
Throwing shit in her face.
Yeah. Fucking gloves.
On to the main show. I mean, there probably will be like another pre-show match added. Let's just
Maybe.
say. They do that a lot. They add like a last-minute pre-show match. Well, it being Clash of Champions, let's get the unchampionship matches out of the way.
Sounds like a good plan.
Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Match where you try to drink it in but get kicked in the face.
Yeah. Let's put Sami Zayn in a storyline that's still related to Kevin Owens.
A little bit. I'm okay with it because he's not fighting Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Hopefully that stays part of the course, that he keeps not fighting Kevin Owens.
Yeah, we'll see.
What's Thomas pick?
Thomas is going with Sami Zayn.
You?
I'm going with Sami Zayn.
I'm going with Chris Jericho.
All right.
I'm basically saying Chris Jericho because, like, I feel like this is going to be, like, the Sami Zayn story. That it's just, like, feud, loses the paper. He's kind of like the Bray Wyatt of Raw. Like, a dude that everyone likes and wants to see succeed. And then with the occasional, like, except with the occasional, like, random wins, like, investing Kevin Owens at the fucking, their feud-ending match.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't expect that to happen, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But, he gets the one big win every now and again, but he's gonna be the guy who, gets to have all these great performances on Raw and win matches on Raw, and then when you swing around to the pay-per-views, that's when he's gonna lose the big one.
I'm hoping it's, Sami Zayn did win the feud ender between him and Owens, and then did absolutely jack shit
For a month.
on the way to, on and post SummerSlam. Now, post SummerSlam, I'll give them a pass because they're dealing with, oh shit, Finn Balor's out for 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Now we have to move stuff around, and then you just kind of like throw Sami Zayn into this feud with Chris Jericho because Chris Jericho just wants to. I don't know. I'm hoping that this was literally a space filler, and after this, as much as I don't want to see it, Sami Zayn kind of has to be another title contender, because I don't know how long we can do Owens versus Rollins without it starting to get stale.
Yeah, no, that's when it's going to turn into Owens versus Reigns.
Shut up.
You know it's going to happen.
Don't
Here's the deal.
say that.
Here's the deal. I'm just saying, Jericho's going to beat him, because immediately, if he beats Jericho, immediately that's going to put him in that. Now he has to face Kevin Owens. And I think they're trying to avoid that, with the exception of, like, sometimes. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm going Jericho. I think, based off more so my first argument than the second
Right.
part, it's just, I think he's like the Bray Wyatt of Raw, where it's
That's
like a
fair.
talented guy, people love him, he's going to lose.
Please don't lose.
And we have the best of 7 series coming to a close.
We can just say it.
I'm going Cesaro.
We're all going Cesaro.
All of us are going Cesaro. Fuck Sheamus.
I don't hate Sheamus. I just...
Say it.
Fuck Sheamus.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get on to the title matches now.
Yeah, lots of title matches going
Yeah.
on. We've got 3 women
Yeah, we do.
all fighting over one championship. Sounds a lot like WrestleMania.
Except one of them is different.
Yeah.
Because the other one is champion on a different show.
Yeah. Yeah. Charlotte, Sasha, Bayley. Women's Championship of Monday Night Raw.
I think this is actually a triple threat combination we haven't seen out of the 4 horsewomen.
I think you might be right.
So this could be an exciting change of pace for these ladies.
Yeah.
I want you to go first on this one.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a retention from Charlotte.
All right. Do you think Dana Brooks getting involved, or?
I think more so this is going to be that Sasha and Bayley will sort of accidentally, on purpose, cancel each other out.
Accidentally on purpose. I like that.
Like, they're both, their main goals are to go for the championship.
Obviously.
But I feel like maybe their competitive nature is going to get too far in the way. Okay, Sasha's about to win, Bayley breaks it up. Bayley's about to win, Sasha breaks it up. What the hell are you doing? I'm supposed to win. No, I'm supposed to win. Fight, 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 fight. Charlotte gets to pick up the scraps.
All right.
What about Sir Thomas?
Thomas is going with his girl Bayley.
Absolutely. And you, sir?
I'm going with my girl Sasha.
Yeah, I literally picked Charlotte because I knew you guys were actually going to go for the
me,
respective...
I'm not going for Sasha specifically because she is my favorite. I'm going with her because I feel like the Charlotte taking the title was out of necessity.
It's a precautionary.
Yeah, it was something that they did, like, hey, we need to make sure that we don't have to do some wonky, take the title off of someone. Let's just make sure that we have it on the show. We can deal with the injury. I think they might be leaning towards just giving it back to Sasha, so then maybe they can recreate the Sasha Bayley stuff from NXT on the main roster.
I think the Sasha Bayley stuff is going to be held off until
It's going to be Mania 33? All right.
I recently watched What Culture's most recent video, And I think almost every idea they have on that video is feasible, and it's a video of like the top 10 ways to sell out WrestleMania 33.
Oh, alright. Maybe I'll give that one a shot. So yeah, three-way split on that one. That's
yeah, I did that on purpose. Because stay tuned for the end, because we're going to make another wager.
Yeah, we did.
All of these here are wagers. So, how about that United States Championship? The Championship of the United Staters. Rusev, the true American hero. The man every one of us United Staters could be proud of.
In Machko we trust.
Versus Roman Reigns.
I let him look forward this time because he's being talked about in this video.
I'm going with Roman Reigns.
Alright, I vote for Rusev. What?
We've come too far in this storyline.
I know.
But
I know.
if I could, okay, I want to know: are you going for Roman Reigns?
No, I picked Rusev.
You picked Rusev.
I picked Rusev.
Thomas picked Roman Reigns.
No, he picked Rusev too.
Okay, I'm gonna say though, I want to add a little bit to the wager here.
Oh,
because I have
Okay.
I have like a little bit of a thing, so I could go double or nothing on this one, since I'm fighting the odds here.
Okay.
Because I do think Roman Reigns is going to win by disqualification.
Okay, so you're saying that you want the extra point if you call a win without a title change. How are you going against the odds? You're picking Vince's boy. How are you? Technically, I'm going against the odds.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm being very specific in this one. Not really against the odds, but I'm going against the grain, I should have said. Because you and Thomas are both going Rusev. I am going to be cheering for Rusev the whole time. Let's get this straight. I am going to be...
You're picking Roman Reigns out of the necessity of a point.
Out of the fact that I think that's my best odds to get a point. Do I want him to be the winner? No. We do these sometimes, you know. This is like our the crossroads that we come at sometimes, where we're like, I don't want him to win, but I'm voting for that person because they're the logical point.
I'm legit. I'm going with Rusev because every fiber of me says yes, Roman Reigns is going to win because it's been, God forbid, since WrestleMania, since he's had a goddamn title. Or no, since Money in the Bank, I guess, because he, whatever the fuck it was. It's been too long for the star guy to have a fucking title, but I'm willing to sacrifice a point to cheer and hope and pray to God that Vince realizes that Rusev...
Pray to who?
God. Vince.
Oh.
Praying to Vince.
I pray to JBL.
He is God. Yeah, JBL likes
Wrestling
Rusev too.
God.
Yeah. I just... he's...
Well, we're split again.
Okay.
But I'm just...
I will...
I'm taking the... I feel like I'm taking the low road, picking Roman Reigns.
I will concede and give you a... I will give you 2 points if Roman Reigns wins by disqualification.
Yeah, and I'm not even saying count out either. Like
specifically
disqualification.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do it.
So if he wins, I would still get 1 point by any other means other than disqualification.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just clarifying because we said title change earlier. We're without a title change.
Yeah.
But you can do that by count out.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that there's not a chance in hell a count out's going to happen. Because we've already had one of their matches end in a debacle that never got in the ring. Can I get 3 points if that happens again?
Nope.
No, just kidding.
Everybody fucking loses if they replay SummerSlam.
Alright. How about the Tag Team Championships?
Hey.
The WWE World Tag Team Championships are on the line
They are.
as the New Day defends against the Club.
Again.
Globe. Hair club for men. Who's Thomas picking for this one?
Thomas is going with a New Day retention.
And you?
Going with the club. Because I know it's going to happen eventually. It's got to happen eventually. I voted for the club like the last 2 times they've defended the titles. It's got to happen. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll say I'll be totally happy with the New Day retaining because they've been champions for over a year and I've enjoyed every single moment of their title reign. But Gallows and Anderson need something solid because their best shit has been with AJ. They haven't done anything worth a damn. They haven't done anything that's given them any type of boost on their own since their debut. And that was a while ago.
Yeah, here's my theory. I'm saying the New Day is going to retain.
Alright.
Number 1. Because New Day will tie and or break Demolition's record for longest tag team championships.
400 and some odd days?
Yeah.
So, what, they have to hold it for like another, 2-3 months?
Something like that.
Like
I don't
something like
remember.
the end of the year or something like that.
They're either going to tie or break that record. Because Demolition will come out and beat them.
Bullshit.
No, I don't think that's going to happen. But
Only in Chikara.
I think, unfortunately, the club's stock dropped so hard during this feud. Specifically with the poorly played out comedy bits that the club have been very unsuccessful in portraying.
The doctor thing was good. And
it was okay.
They tried to capitalize on it with the fucking retention thing, or the retirement thing, and, like, you should have just left it at the fact that you retired the Dudley Boys. Leave it there.
That right there should have been the turning point, and then they should have if they were going to be the New Day for the tag titles, it should have been like that next Monday Night Raw.
Mm.
Because that was where the club was riding high.
Yeah.
We killed off the Dudley Boys.
And then the old day happened.
Yeah, and I think that's my second rationale of why they're not going to win.
You're making me second guess all of my choices.
Too bad.
I fucking hate you.
And this is coming from a guy who didn't even watch Raw.
Yeah, god damn it. I was tired during Raw.
How about another championship? A new championship. A championship that people care about.
This is going to be fun.
TJ Perkins is going to be defending the Cruiserweight Championship against a man who is comfortably at home on WWE pay-per-views.
Indeed.
We're talking former WWE Champion Brian Kendrick. Asterisk, he was an interim champion during a...
Former interim WWE champion during the Scramble match.
Shh. Former WWE champion, asterisk, Brian Kendrick. The Brian Kendrick.
Yeah.
And his captain's hook.
What?
You get the pirate flag.
Oh, right, okay.
I think that's eventually what they're going to rename the bully choke, actually.
The captain's hook?
Yeah.
I kind of dig that.
Watch it happen. Watch me predict the future.
You don't get an extra point for that.
Damn it.
I already gave you one.
I know.
Everybody gets one.
Absolutely. So, where are you starting with this one?
I gotta go with a retention from TJP. I mean, it would be a big shock to have Brian Kendrick win, and the fact that they never face each other in the tournament. I think it It would be a very interesting...
Especially being on the same bracket.
Yeah, it'd be a very interesting thing to, see happen. Like, hey, maybe the Cruiserweight Classic would have been different had Brian Kendrick faced TJP. But I think TJP he's got a new, fresh look, and I think that's what WWE is trying to go for with the Cruiserweight division. So yeah, I'm saying a TJP retention.
How about Mr. Wolf?
He's going with TJP as well.
All right, we're gonna make this a 3-way tie.
All right.
For TJ Perkins, mainly because I have an alternate idea for where Brian Kendrick's career is going.
Does it involve Paul London coming back?
No.
Okay, good.
And then facing the New Day over the longest reigning tag team championships with Demolition.
That's
3-way dance at Armageddon.
The Hooligans versus the New Day versus Demolition.
Who'd watch that?
Not gonna happen though. Because I don't see Paul London or Demolition coming back to WWE.
Oh, it could happen, dude.
Paul London hates the WWE.
The Headbangers came back.
They didn't hate the WWE though.
Maybe they did. Who knows? We never asked them.
Colt Cabana did though. He had both of them on AOW.
So,
Okay.
do you want to hear me out on this one?
No, let's.
Because this is like a weird off the thing. Because I don't think Brian Kendrick's going to stay part of the Cruiserweight division for very long.
No.
No. I think they're going to potentially grab a few more NXT guys, or maybe grab a few more of the guys who are in the Cruiserweight Classic, or maybe just convert, by the way of like erasing the fake weights that they use and adding like actual weights, and like, maybe put Sin Cara and Neville, and maybe a trade would happen per se, like Brian Kendrick for Kalisto.
Please.
Because I have a theory that Brian Kendrick is going to move to SmackDown in order to defend the honor of Daniel Bryan in the ongoing feud with The Miz.
Oh. Alright, I can dig that.
Since they're so buddy-buddy.
Yeah. They cried together during the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I'm cool with that. And that's a win-win. If we get Brian Kendrick doing that thing for Daniel Bryan on SmackDown and get Kalisto in the Cruiserweight division, hell yeah. Because Kalisto ain't doing shit on SmackDown right now.
Also, I feel like there's also a chance it could swerve. Brian Kendrick would stay heel.
And join up with The Miz.
Not join up with The Miz, but then also start feuding with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan comes out of retirement for one more match against Brian Kendrick to bring his career to a complete full circle close.
All of those things with Shawn Michaels as special guest referee. All of those things are awesome. Let's do all of them, or
WWE, hire me.
Them. Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, we have been talking a lot. We have been hearing a lot about, Daniel Bryan and his talking about all the other concussion specialists that he's talking to.
Well, and
still saying that he's clear to go. I think we might be hiding a little bit of a ruse.
Yeah, well, and WWE never came out and said like, "Hey, Daniel Bryan will never wrestle again." It's just currently with the status he was at, he wasn't going to get cleared with WWE doctors.
Yeah.
People said Shawn Michaels wasn't going to wrestle again. He came back from a broken back and then wrestled for, another 8-9 years?
Close to.
So, I mean, anything can happen as far as wrestling is concerned. So.
Absolutely. One match left to go.
Finish it off.
The Universal Championship.
Kevin Steen versus Tyler Black.
Hell yeah. Ring of Honor for life. Who would have thought 5 years ago Ring of Honor is now going to be the main event of WWE today?
Yeah. 5 years ago, Ring of Honor is most of the WWE roster right now.
Yeah. This is gonna be good. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. I almost still said Tyler Black.
No, I'm super excited for this. Like, this is. I'm about as excited for this as I was with Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Because it's something that we haven't seen on the main roster yet, and I'm excited to see, knowing that these two guys have had stellar matches with multiple people throughout their career so far. I'm excited to see what they can finally do against each other.
Well, it comes down to in my brain, I always go, oh, a WWE pay-per-view, and it's being made event by two indie guys. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good match.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, as many indie guys, or former indie guys as there are in WWE now, there's still a lot of guys whose main upbringing was in WWE developmental.
True.
Versus the independent scene.
Absolutely.
So there's, we still have a lot of those times where it's just like, okay, like, anytime Roman Reigns is in the main event, even if he's going against an indie guy, the dude was mainstay FCW NXT.
Absolutely. He's got that Samoan pedigree.
He's got the WWE running through his veins versus the independents. Yeah. Which I'm not saying that he never did independents, just not as prominently as Kevin Owens or Seth Rollins or Sami Zayn.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with not going on the independents. If some people flourish with that, but we know that indie guys like to bust their ass.
So hard. I'm going to start this off by saying Kevin Owens will retain.
All right.
What about Thomas?
He is going with a retention from Kevin Owens.
And you?
I'm going with a retention from Kevin Owens.
All right, so we're going to end this on a happy three-way positive note.
Yeah, I foresee the next interference from Triple H.
Yes.
Triple H won't be there.
I won't say that it won't happen, because it's definitely possible.
I think this might even be where I talked about this on the Raw review. I think this might be the point where we get Stephanie knew about Triple H's interference from the title match on Raw, or with the banter that she had with Seth on Monday, whether she was involved with Triple H getting involved on Raw, she is going to, she's going to side with Triple H. All of this, like, oh, I didn't know he was going to be there, I'm just as upset as you. The fact that Seth Rollins has been kind of pushy with her and trying to get her to confess, like, you knew it was going to happen, why'd you do this to me? She's going to be like, you know what, Seth, you screwed yourself over. I wasn't all for it before, but, you're kind of a spoiled little bitch now, so she's going to side herself with Triple H. And that's going to cause even more tension between her and Mick Foley.
All right, well, there you have it. How many differences do we have?
A lot more than last time.
Like, I think 5 or 6.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
So we have 4 total.
4.
All right. Time to discuss the wager.
Yes.
Now, we discussed this before starting the video.
Yeah. Which, the one that we chose was kind of inspired by what Lucas offered to us. Which, Lucas, thank you for not only... 2 different wagers.
2 suggestions.
Much appreciated. So we're not going directly with the one that you suggested, but we're doing kind of an offshoot.
We're doing an offshoot of that and combining it with another YouTube challenge that we've seen in the past.
Yes.
Which is the smoothie challenge.
Yeah.
So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to pick 5 random smoothie ingredients.
I'm going to pick 5 random smoothie ingredients.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to have a third party put them into bags and label each bags accordingly with numbers or something of sort, so we don't know what items are in which bag.
Yeah, we're gonna have a base of just basic Greek yogurt and like a handful of ice, and then depending on how many points the winner has over the loser then has to randomly choose that many ingredients to add to their nasty or potentially lovely, because we're gonna pick one good item each.
Yeah.
Into their smoothie. So there's a video coming soon where I ate a bunch of weird shit that he picked out. I don't know if he's gonna pick any of that shit. I'm not that creative, but I know what tastes nasty, so I can pick some nasty stuff too.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out and be clean right now. I'm not gonna go for a bunch of straight up nasty garbage.
You're just gonna go with different stuff.
I'm gonna go with stuff you don't ever see in smoothies.
Alright.
Except for in smoothie challenge videos. So potentially one of us could end up with a pretty gross 4-ingredient smoothie.
Yeah.
That's if all 4 of our matches go the wrong. However, there is, again, the little tie rule.
Yes, there is a potential for ties because there's an even amount of matches and we have an even amount of differences. So we could potentially have 4 points apiece.
Yes. I just realized I could have 5 points over you.
If you get that fucking bonus.
Yeah, if I get the disqualification bonus point. Here we go, though. If we tie...
I'm going to be really upset if that's my undoing.
If we tie, we have to blend all 10 ingredients inside the smoothie, and we each must have a drink from the 10 ingredient monster smoothie smash. It's my evil Johnny's name.
That sounded like a TV special.
Yes. So there you have it, folks. That's our predictions. And then some like forward-thinking storylines.
Yeah.
Of what could happen.
Yeah. So thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe.
Click all the links down in the description. They take you to all of our social media.
There are so many of them.
Check out the SoundCloud link for all of our regular reviews in podcast form. If
You
want
don't
to listen
get this
to
video.
Us. No, you do not. That's why you're over here on the YouTubes where you get extra videos like this. You'll also get our pay-per-view review next week. You'll get our top fives. You'll get our, if there's extra shows like the CWC, you can go back and check out all of our reviews of the tournament.
And you can check out other videos that we post over on Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Which is where you're going to find the punishment video after we record who wins the wager.
Yeah, and there's other videos over there. There's unboxing videos.
Yep.
There is reaction videos.
Which there will be a brand new one coming up very soon because Lucas accepted the challenge from Kevin Hawk, and we will be giving our thoughts on Delete or Decay.
Yeah. So, that and a whole bunch of other different types of videos.
Yeah.
They're going to be popping up periodically. Not as often as they pop up on this channel, because, let's face it, there's legitimately the two of us, and on the very, very rare occasion that Thomas comes out for a video nowadays, we're the only people here.
Yeah. This is all us.
So there's only so much creative juice the two of us can put together on our own.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we put out so much effort on making sure that you guys get your video out every Monday through Thursday.
Extra ones on the weekends.
Extra ones for pay-per-view reviews and predictions.
Top fives and all that. All that jazz.
So, I'm sorry we can't bombard Reasonable Wrestling Fans with that many new videos.
But let us know what you want to see on the channel. That's why we've been doing more of the wagers, so we can do more of those the punishment videos over there. We've moved our unboxing videos because we do one of those a month. The reaction videos we'll probably be doing a little bit more. Mention other stuff you want to see us react to.
Post, and I want you guys to keep commenting different things you'd want to see as the pay-per-view prediction wagers.
Yeah. Yeah,
because
so
even though
Lucas, just rattle them off. Go for it.
Anybody, Brittany.
Yeah, Brittany.
Jamie.
Yep, there you go.
Any of you. The one guy, Guerrero. Does he comment still?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't comment.
Come back.
He commented once.
Come back and comment again, brother. We're all friends here.
Yeah. He commented on Lucha Underground, so.
So there you have it. This is fun. And now I think it's at another level.
Oh yeah.
Because now it's competitive.
And now the points mean something.
And now the points mean something unlike whose line is it anyways.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Fuck Sheamus!